When I was 9 or 10, my dad took me to visit with an older hunting buddy friend of his. My parents were divorced and my dad lived in another part of the country, so while I had known this guy since I was a toddler, I didn't share the same common interests as either of them. The older friend was a gun dealer and had lots of catalogs. This was before the internet was in wide use. To order bullets, magazines, guns, etc., and they often spent hours going through listings to determine what they wanted to order. We got there fairly early, and my dad said that after an hour or two, we'd all go to Hardee's for breakfast before going to shoot claybirds. Now, I'm a youngin', I don't care much about guns or hunting for sport, and am just incredibly bored, so I start wandering around the house, reading my video game magazines that I brought with me, and very quickly that hour or two has passed and they're still down there. I ask if they're going to leave anytime soon, and the friend suggests I check the refrigerator in the kitchen and see if there's anything I want to eat. I look through the fridge and find nothing. However, on the kitchen table, I see an apple and decide that will be appetizing enough to hold me over. As I pick up the apple and prepare to take a bite, at that point his wife steps in and tells me, "Don't eat that. Everything in the bowl is wax." I tell her thank you for warning me and continue to wander around the house, burning time until we can get going. Maybe another 30 minutes later, I go back to the basement, where they're going through catalogs and ask when we are going to Hardee's. My dad's friend asks if I'm still hungry after going through their fridge. I tell him that I was going to eat an apple, but his wife told me it was wax before I made the mistake. Both of them give me a blank stare, and after about 20 seconds of shock, my dad explains that his wife recently passed away. I then go back through the house to try to find her to show that they were just joking with me, but sure enough, she was nowhere to be found. Roughly 30 years later, before he passed away, my dad still insisted that I must have imagined it. But I didn't. She told me not to eat the wax fruit.